Donna Leanne Gwynn, are you still on this video right now? Could you share the link in the Facebook group? You right click, go share URL, and go share it in the Facebook group, saying that I'm on live so I can get more viewers in here. I'm trying to build this watch time up so I can monetize this channel and switch everything over here. So do you realize we are civil rights activists? We're not just political activists. We're civil rights activists. Just like in the 60s, ladies and gentlemen, just like in the 60s. But we are the true civil rights activists. We are the Republicans. And if you have a problem with me saying that, you're on the wrong channel. We are the patriots. And Jerry Ludwig, you say you lived through the 60s. I wasn't born yet, but my last novel was about the 60s. And I've researched it. And what's crazy is those civil rights activists in the 60s started off Republican, but the Democrats came in and usurped it. And today, the Democrats claim to be the true civil rights activists of the 60s when they are not. So Spiritual Casino, you say, in Jerry Ludwig, you guys talk about living through the 60s. Do you remember a thing called Freedom Summer in Mississippi? And the Freedom Riders? The Riders, not writers, not writer with a W-R-I-T-E-R, not that, riders. Riders. So those three boys that were killed. So Linda Hipple, you saw a lot of civil rights activism. Yeah. And though I'm telling you, the Democrats, they're like in how would you say? Let's say you had an auction and you put something up for auction. You put something up for auction, and you have shills in the audience, bidding to raise the price of the auction of the item being auctioned, and they're just trying to get the price up. Well, the Democrats, they do the same thing in politics. And they did the same thing in Mississippi, where the Democrats, the KKK, they were all the same party doing the same stuff. Shills, the KKK, the Democrats killed those 3 boys. Mississippi burning. They're just not going to use the word Democrat because that was part of the spell that was put on America and the African Americans to get them to vote Democrat for the next 200 years. That was the plan. Just like in the Dust Bowl. Spiritual Casino, yeah, please get that novel. It helps me greatly. And if you've read that novel of mine, please leave a review of it. That helps as well. Share it with people. But with the Dust Bowl in World War I, right? You're going to get me sidetracked down Leanne Gwen talking about the Dark Tour Company, my next one. But anyway, the Dust Bowl, World War I was happening, and the troops and the Allies needed grain, right? So just like we had a crash in the homeowners market, right? Because people giving frivolous loans to people who couldn't afford it. Well, was designed to make the housing market crash. Well, in the Dust Bowl, starting in the 30s and 40s, it was set up from the early 1900s by these people, right? They were loaning money to farmers to buy equipment to farm the land that would be considered the Dust Bowl, right? And they were loaning it when these people had no way of paying it back, but they wanted to get more grain. So the price of grain shot up. So people were going crazy. They wanted that money. Remember, the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, but the love of it, right? And it was all designed. It was all designed to create a crash. The stock market crash, all of that was created so that America could be converted over to a socialistic system. Remember, socialism is when the government takes over private businesses. And that's what it was about. And we're about to go through another homeowners crisis again, a home crisis. It's about to happen. Mark my words. They do this on purpose. Well, what they did with student loans, they loaned out more money than could be paid back. Then the government took it over. When the government took over student loans, what we owed was in the billions. Now it's in the trillions. So on the Facebook page, I said it's time, and I wanted everybody to sound off. That's going to be the link for everything from now on. And I've got a plan has been given to me, and I'm going to share it with you. I just need to give everybody time. Just need to give everybody time to sound off in there. Hold on just a second. Jeremiah Valancourt said, engineered attack on Midwest. That's what the Dust Bowl was. Yes. And the Dust Bowl, all the dust, all the storms, that was God's judgment. I'm telling you, it was God's judgment on what they did to the land. They were told how to plow that land correctly so it wouldn't do that, but they ignored it. They ignored it and they did it anyway. And FDR came in and was the hero, right? And he was, that's when the government stepped in to help farmers and brought the farmers to their knees until they were begging the government for help. That is the way they do it. That's the way they always do it. And as I wrote on Facebook today, whenever anybody attacks the president, what they are doing to the president, they are violating your civil rights when they go after the president, because it is preventing the president to do all he can for this country. When all the things that President Trump could do for this country is being affected by all these Democrats wanting his tax returns. They're attacking him on every single front. And you guys thought that it was all going to end after the Mueller report. It is ramped up, people. It is ramped up. That Mueller report was the equivalent of what a freshman college student would write. Not a senior government official like Mueller. It's all a sham. You know it. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but you got to realize it's going to get worse and worse. Their sights are set on 2020. And let me tell you, you need to know as well that the more they attack, the more we are going to take over this country, because people are sick of it. So President Trump, Lord bless him, he's taken all this for us. But you know, when they attack him, they are attacking us. And you know, I don't know if you heard yet, but a person on CNN called for the beheading of Sarah Sanders. We're going to talk about that tonight on the show. Spiritual Casino, exactly. Exactly. She says, Sean, with all the events they're causing, they are helping to wake up the others that have been dumbed down. Absolutely. They are defeating their own cause. They are blinded by their own hate. They cannot see what they are doing. They are the modern day American death cult. They are violating President Trump's civil rights. And in violating President Trump's civil rights, they are violating yours. Imagine if they can do this to the President of the United States, they can do it to anybody they want, and they know that. They know that. Remember I talked about precedent, setting a precedent? You know, in fact, just Spiritual Casino says, just heard yesterday that many are leaving New York and headed into Tampa, Florida. Yes. And going to Texas. They're going to Texas as well. Yeah, you know, banning glass and steel buildings because it doesn't work with the Green New Deal. He's banning buildings for something that has not even been passed yet. Yep. It's funny, you know, people may come in here expecting to hear piano and stuff, but we're talking about this. Donnelly Ann Gwynn says people can't be just talk. That's right. It'll be a severe battle to keep our republic. It will. And we're going to talk about what to do, and I've got a plan, and I'm going to share it with you. I just need to let everybody sound off. You know, you may not like Twitter, but Twitter is where we all have to go as well. Be on Facebook. Stay on Facebook on that group, or MeWe.com or Gab. But we need to do our battle, our work on Twitter. And I want to explain that later. So Spiritual Casino, you're on no social media platform. You're just in here for the first time. And Spiritual Casino. How are you part of the Town Hall channel? My other channel. And are you part of the other channel, the Town Hall channel? Cool. Hey, Rita. Well, check it out. These people, these Democrats, these socialists, they use Twitter. And if we're gonna do our battling in the arena of ideas, we're gonna have to do it on Twitter. We need to stay in our Facebook group. We need to do that. Facebook, the demographic for Facebook is the older generation. Linda, do you follow me on Twitter? Linda Hipple, do you follow me on Twitter? I hate Twitter, but do you follow me on Twitter? I use it. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, because that's where we need to do our battling. Yes, Donna Leanne Gwynn says, I've been on Twitter most of the morning while these people are sick and stupid. They are, absolutely. So man, this piano, I think I've had it now for about a week and it's just still acclimating. I can't keep the thing in tune because it's not ready. Oh, thank you, Donnelly and Gwen. Thank you. Oh, I don't think it's going to work because you got the War Drummer. I think it's a War Drummer 1 on it, or War Drummer 1. It's War Drummer 1, I think, on Twitter. War Drummer, the number 1. Yeah. Spiritual Casino, do I have Gab? Yes, I do. I am on Gab as well. But you see, we can't, if we just, we've gotta engage these people. We gotta engage these people on Twitter because their followers are watching. Their followers read everything that comes to them. So we have to get to them on Twitter. Follow all of the high-ranking Democrats on Twitter. Follow Maxine Waters. Follow Eric Swalwell. Follow AOC. Follow these people. Watch what they do. Comment on their stuff. When you write comments, remember, ask AOC certain questions. Ask at AOC. Cool. It was so funny. I don't know if I took chapter 7. I took chapter 7 of Moon in the Mist that I have recorded, and it's the Circle of Death. And I copied the URL at the location of where they start talking because they're getting ready to lynch a black man, and they're talking about it. And so I said, AOC, this is your party. You know, I'm addressing her. Maxine Waters, this is your party. Want to hear a typical Democrat conversation? And I share that with them. Well, hey, thanks for joining me today. I'm trying to build up, the time on this channel so that I can switch. I branded that account, that War Drummer account, and they will not monetize me because of the word war. So I'm trying to build I need 10,000 hours of view time on this channel. And I'm like at half. And I'm trying to raise I'm at like 5,000 right now. And it's crazy, man. Crazy. So I got the rest of the year to try to get it up to where it's supposed to be so I can switch. So, hey, if you guys think of it, please go back through all my stuff on this channel and listen to it. Just let it play. Just when you're working around the house, find the playlists. If you go to my channel and you go videos, you can look for playlists. Go to playlists and just play them while you're listen to it while you work around the house, while you're just laying around or whatever. It builds my those hours up that I gotta have. Thank you, Linda Hipple. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I will see you guys tonight at 6 p.m. We've got a lot to talk about. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Spiritual Casino. Glad you could make it here.